Welcome to the Transitional Kinder 25-26 Information Evening. I'm Dr. Patricia Doty. I'm Director of Curriculum Instruction and Assessments for Oak Grove. And we are very, very excited for you to be here to get some information about TK. So our agenda for today is going to be giving you some background information, what is changing for our TK in 25-26 and beyond. There's a couple of updates even from this year. Curriculum that is used, schedule sample, the sites that have Kinder, and the enrollment process. Apologies if I'm looking elsewhere. I have to admit others, and my screen is this way over here. So, the value of early learning. Well, 90% of a child's brain development happens before age 5. So we want to have the students be engaged in joyful learning before they turn 5. Some central factors that impact school readiness: children who enter the kinder to 12th grade system ready for school have an 82% chance of mastering basic skills by age 11, compared with a 45% chance of children who are not school ready. Early learning is a vehicle through which children's needs can be identified and met much earlier in life, especially when it comes to supporting children with disabilities and connecting families to important health and social service networks that support the whole child. And this is from the County Office of Education. Grade level eligibility chart. So here is the information as to the birth date criteria for our transitional kinder students. Their birth date has to be between September 2nd, 2020 to September 1st, 2021. Research indicates that the strongest indicators of academic success are non-academic. What does that mean? That means that through transitional kinder, they will be exposed to many social components that will help them develop social emotional wellness, mental health. There's a significant causal relationship between student mental health and dashboard indicators. For example, the dashboard indicators are chronic absenteeism, suspension, expulsion, and graduation rates. Research demonstrates that trauma impedes the brain's ability to absorb and process information. So the sooner we're able to go ahead and have the students be part of an educational setting, then we're able to go ahead and have them be ready to attend school, to know what certain things and behaviors they can have within the school setting. And of course, through a nurturing environment that supports mental health. Early learning. Early learning is dollar for dollar the most effective investment to close the social economic achievement gap. Students who attend a high quality full day early learning program are 40% more likely to read at grade level. Socioeconomic factors. The two strongest indicators of academic success are family income and parent educational attainment. When schools help to meet the needs of the family, families are able to free up time and resources to support students' academic achievement. Physical well-being. Students experiencing ongoing pain perform less well academically, so children's basic needs, food, housing, nurture must be met before they can meaningfully engage and learn. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you a video that really highlights why early learning is so important for the foundation of success. Please let me know if you're not able to hear it.
90% of a child's brain develops before age 5. That's why attending childcare, preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten helps to build the foundation for success in learning and life. Only 50% of Santa Clara County children enter kindergarten fully ready for school. Readiness isn't just about academics, it's also about knowing how to make friends, managing feelings, and working with adults and other children in a shared learning environment. It takes practice and supportive skilled teachers to help children be socially and emotionally ready for school. When children enroll and regularly attend childcare, preschool, and transitional kindergarten, they are more likely to be fully ready for school, stronger readers by the end of third grade, attend college, and have increased lifetime earnings. Visit enrollsantaclara.org to enroll now in childcare, preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten programs in Santa Clara County.
Okay, so there's a little plug there for Santa Clara County. They do have other programs, which right now I can give you a quick highlight of it. But yes, we are here to talk about transitional kindergarten available through Oak Grove School District. So currently right now there is a lot of supports to provide universal pre-K, because again, the sooner we have students engage in a well-structured, joyful learning environment, the more successful they will be in life. So TK, it's an early learning program for all 4-year-old students eligible for the 25-26 school year. A no income eligibility with a credentialed teacher and an instructional aide. State preschools, there's also state preschools, a capped early learning program for income eligible 3 to 4-year-old students via contract with California Department of Education. There's some requirements there for income. There's also other state and federal programs. Additionally, kept state and federal subsidized programs serving ages 0 to 12. For example, Head Start Family, Child Care Home, and General Child Care. So TK expansion eligibility. Definitely, we have seen that within our district, we have expanded. We used to have transitional kinder in a few sites. Now we have transitional kinder in every single school, other than Indigo, which is one of the program choice schools. But as you can see here, for next school year, 25-26, a student has to turn 4 years old by September 1st. Now that is a state mandate. There is no exceptions because if we were to provide an exception, then we would not be complying with the rules there, and we would actually be having to pay penalties for not following the guide. This is a big difference from this year already to next. Right now, we have a ratio of 1 to 12, meaning that there are 2 adults in a classroom of 24 transitional kinder students. For next year, your child turning 4 by that time frame, the ratio will be 1 to 10, meaning that there will be 20 students and 2 adults, a credentialed teacher, and a classified assistant supporting the classroom full time. Curriculum. We have the California Preschool Learning Foundations. That is an overview of foundational skills for students 4 to 5 years of age. It covers social emotional development, language and early literacy, English language development, Spanish language development for the 2-way bilingual immersion schools that I will share with you in a bit, mathematical foundations, visual and performing arts, physical development and movement skills, health and hygiene, history and social science, and of course, science. I won't be going into detail of each and every one of these, that would be for the site to provide more ample information during the back to school month. But I will be sharing with you the specific curriculum that you can also look for online and get some more information. Broad Street is the curriculum that we do use. It's early childhood specific, there's comprehension, there's conscious discipline, social emotional learning, Smart Start for the first 2 weeks, thematic units, foundational literacy, math foundations, theme, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics activities all in one. Of course, routines, songs, and play embedded activities aligned to preschool learning foundations that we just discussed. And all of it is through play. Variety of ways to play. Gross motor, fine motor, dramatic and fantasy, a lot of sensory, kinesthetic learning, various different settings and materials for them to engage in to be able to really learn about mathematics, enjoy reading. Of course, a lot of social components to be able to work well with a partner, with a team, with their group in the centers, integrated across all content areas. So imagine a classroom, and for new parents, this is your first child going into an educational setting. There is a classroom with 4 little centers, and each of those centers has 5 joyful students, and they are playing with Play-Doh. But what they're doing is they're learning how to go ahead and write the letter A through molding that Play-Doh into a capital A and a lowercase a. And all of them are using their hands to be able to learn how to draw, how to create the A in uppercase and lowercase. Things like that are happening in transitional kindergarten classrooms, especially in the beginning. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I will be including this a PowerPoint into the chat at the end. That way you can also go ahead and click on these links to get more information. Teaching pyramid. This promotes the healthy and social emotional development. And as you can see on the bottom, the foundation, the most important component is nurturing and supportive relationships with the teacher's assistant, with their classmates. All of that really helps to open up a student and making sure that they are ready to learn. High quality supportive environments. That means that it is organized, that it's clean, that it's structured in a way that students will know what's going to happen during that day. And in a little bit, we'll go over the schedule, a sample schedule of a transitional kindergarten. Targeted social emotional supports. So making sure that all of our students are doing well. And if others need a little bit more support or a little bit more one-on-one support, then those are the students that will get those interventions. And if your child needs additional supports, then we have also intensive interventions that the teacher, with the support of the assistant aide, are ready to develop to be able to support all of their 20 students. So, sample schedule here. Now the big thing, TK parents, this is a full day. There are no naps in any schedule for the transitional kinder. So this is just a sample, but the schedules will vary by site. And again, that is information that site specifically will be provided to you. But there's a sample. So basically, this is an 8 to 120 day. Arrival, morning meeting, checking in with them, social emotional learning check-in, meaning asking them how they feel. Because one of the things is having them really explore their feelings, be able to communicate them well with an adult, and be able to regulate them. attendance taken, calendar is covered, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, go over the agenda of how the day is going to go and what they're going to be doing, morning message, songs, anything that they might be bringing to go ahead and share in the morning meeting and centers. Then it could be science, social studies, integrated English language development, foundational literacy, and thematic academic center. My question is lunch provided or children bring that lunch? Lunch is provided. And for recess, as the snack, it's a grab and go snack in the morning, and that's provided. And lunch is also provided to all of our students for free. Then after recess, we have writing skills, phonics, phonemic awareness. Then we have lunch, 45-minute lunch. Then after lunch, we could have a read aloud, calming them down after a nice time of playing outside and enjoying the fresh air. And some music. There's a lot of singing and dancing and movements to get those little jitters out and making sure that they can self-regulate as well. When it's dance time, great, get those jitters out, but then it's also focus time or quiet time or centers time that is very structured. 12 to 12:30, foundational math. Again, a lot of games to be able to really understand the number sense. 12:30 to 1:10, choice time. There's always a time during the day that students are able to make a choice. The more that they understand that they have power and control their education, the more invested they're going to be in making sure that they are putting in the best effort. Outside play, or an additional time to be able to go ahead and have structured play times and know and learn through their teacher and the assistant teacher of how to play with other classmates. And then, of course, we have to have clean time because they also are learning to be responsible, making sure that they clean up after themselves and are respectful of their environment and do their part in making sure that their classroom is nice and clean and ready for the next day. The goodbye song, of course, a lot of singing, a lot of memorization of songs for them to start understanding the letter, consonant, sound comparisons, and then dismissal off tea. Again, start and end times, and of course, schedules are dependent on the individual. But I hope that this gave you a sense of how a day in kindergarten, transitional kindergarten. So where is it offered in Oak Grove School District? It is offered at all of our schools. All of our schools have transitional kindergarten, except for Indigo. Indigo is a program choice, and it goes from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. The other program option sites are Christopher with two-way bilingual immersion, Del Roble with two-way bilingual immersion, and STEAM SF. For more information on those specific program option sites, you can find it on our website. Is TK the right option for families? That is a family decision. While students may be eligible based on their age for TK, it might not be what parents are looking for. Things to consider, again, there is more nap time. For TK students, it is a little bit of a hard transition for the first couple of weeks. Sometimes a child might take a little bit longer to adjust because it is longer of a time, and it is very different than if they were in another program for maybe half of the day, 3 hours, or were at home with family. They follow the kindergarten schedule, so they do interact a lot with kindergartners. They do have recess with kindergartens in the same play structure, and that's where the teachers work very, very hard to make sure that they're ready to go play out there. And that's why there's a lot of modeling outside to know how to play in a play structure at school. I think I saw another question. Let me just make sure I get them all. Yes, lunch is provided, and also grab and go breakfast. Could you please speak to how teachers handle variability in abilities among the children? To what extent is the activity customizable? As teachers, we differentiate. We always have a different group of students every single year. So we do have tiered supports to be able to help all of our students. Now, we're a transitional kinder. This might be their first experience in school. They might be coming from a child care program that they might be familiar with, but the teachers know, and that's why it's so exciting to be able to have another adult with only students, because the younger they are, the more adorable they are, but the higher needs that each of them has. So definitely, it's very much customizable because we do have the staff to be able to go ahead and provide those services. The enrollment process. So we talked about the program options, intra-district transfer request. If, let me see here. If you are from a different district, and the information, a step-by-step process of enrollment is on our website. So please, if you haven't done so already, you can go ahead and visit it. But this is just a summary of these requests. But if you're from a different district, you can apply to enroll in Oak Grove School District. Enrollment has already started as of this past Monday. You do need to apply online. And to apply in person, please go to your home school. There is a homeschool locator website on our link on our website. If you don't know which is your home school. Who do I contact with further questions? Anything else that might come up, or any wondering questions? Our transitional kindergarten enrollment staff support at the district office is Teresa Flores, extension 100-267, and there is her email. Again, I'll put the link to this file on the chat, so you can go ahead and have it there. But I'm also here to support you with any other questions that you might have. For specific details on what happens within the site, definitely you can reach out to the site specifically. But there is my email as well. And let me see any other